Okay, another quick update on the ruby lace dress. One of the videos I did said I was hoping I wouldn't have a twist in it. I did have a twist in it, and it took me a while, I think 5 cast-ons to finally get going. And what I decided to do was to do the first 5 rows flat before joining. So I did row 1 of the pattern, which was the yarn over row, and then on row 2, which should have been knit, I just purled back. And I did that for a few rows to give a little bit of weight to the knitting on the needle to make it easier to join. The other thing I did was I switched over to a 60-inch needle because it was just too, even the 47-inch just wasn't handling the 528 stitches. And I also put on a safety pin. This is where, where's the safety pin? Initially, where it was done flat. And then after I did a few rows, I then laid this all out like I did before, and I pinned the opening closed just to keep it from twisting again. It did seem to help quite a bit. And now I think I'm on row 14, so I've done quite a bit. And that tip I told you about using the interchangeable needles, the reason I was going to do that was because I have laced, where is it going? I have laced dental floss through the knitting, through every other row. I put the dental floss in. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little hard. It's in there. Let's see if you can see. There's like a white. That's the dental floss. So what I do is when I'm going to do the pattern row, I put a piece of dental floss through that hole. If you can see it, I'll find it. There it is. Through that hole, tie the dental floss on, and as I knit the row, it just feeds itself right through. It also feeds itself through the markers. So when I do the plain row, the markers get pushed a little bit, but it's not a big deal because after I finish the plain row and I know all my stitch count is right and all my stitches are right, I pull out the lifeline, the dental floss, and then I reattach it to that hole again before I do the next pattern row. And I know it's moving the lifeline a lot, and I know it's a little bit time consuming, but so is ripping out 528 stitches and recasting it on. So I really like the way it looks, and I love the way the yarn is taking the design. It's really quite pretty. So I'm only right at the very bottom. It's going to be a very pretty design. So again, I will work on it for a while, and then I will show you the next step of progress, probably after I do the first decrease on the skirt. So I will be back with the decrease.